Hi children, we are discussing potentiometer. Potentiometer it consists of one primary cell, maybe some internal resistance or may not be. Okay, it is the E naught voltage. Here one rheostat, you all know rheostat means a variable resistor. More is the resistance, greater is the sensitivity. That's why rheostat is introduced in the circuit. Here nearly 10 meters wire, it is only circuit diagram. Actually it is in 10 segments it is arranged. Next, here is one secondary circuit. To it one sensitive galvanometer and one jockey connected in series. This is the circuit. Here it is called primary circuit. So one standard cell, maybe some internal resistance are not present, maybe sometimes it may be zero. One series rheostat, one series resistor, called it variable resistor rheostat. Here in between AB points nearly 10 meter R resistance L length wire is connected. It is called primary circuit. What is the current passing through the primary circuit? Current passing through the primary circuit I is equals to total voltage by total effective resistance. What is the total voltage? E naught is the total voltage in the primary circuit. We are not dealing now secondary circuit. Ignore temporarily. Only primary circuit. Therefore, I is the current passing through it. I is equals to total voltage by total resistance. What is the total voltage? E naught is the total EMF. Total resistance. Here wire resistance R present, RH present, R not present, R plus, RH plus, R not. This is the total current. Okay. In AB wire L length present. Through it some current is passing. It is having some resistance. Means how much voltage is lost across the AB wire. So voltage across the AB wire is equal to its current into resistance. Across the AB wire how much voltage is lost. This is equals to the current in this wire into its resistance. So total in L length this much voltage is lost. Per 1 meter length how much voltage will be lost along the wire in 1 meter length, how much voltage is lost. That is called potential gradient. Potential gradient. Potential gradient means loss of voltage per unit length. This is equals to voltage loss across the AB by its length. What is the voltage loss across the AB? IR. Of course by L. But what is I? I is this much. This is equals to E naught into capital R by R plus RH plus R naught into 1 by L. This is called potential gradient, loss of voltage per unit length. Okay, so please note down, keep one side. Now we are going to connect secondary circuit. I shall write this result one side. Look here. So potential gradient is equals to E naught by R plus RH plus R naught into R by L. Keep like that. Now here secondary circuit is connected such that this secondary circuit we connect one cell. This cell EMF we have to find. This cell is compared with another cell EMFs, etc. For that purpose, this secondary circuit. So call it E. So here one sensitive galvanometer is connected. Okay. Now this galvanometer is connected here. The current is passed due to this cell. That's why current deflection is shown in one direction. When this jockey is contacted here, then current due to the wire more voltage. That's why it is circulated in opposite direction. Meter shows in one direction. That means when this galvanometer jockey is connected at a deflection in one direction, the jockey is placed at another point, deflection is another direction. You press the jockey along the wire at somewhere called balance length. Always balance length is taken from A point only. Okay, always this E naught you have to keep more value than the estimated value. Approximately it is 2 volts, it is taken 3 volts. Like that, always primary circuit voltage must be dominating value, otherwise the result may not come. Okay. Therefore here, what is its meaning? What is the voltage across the wire between these 2 points is equals to voltage across the cell. Suppose cell voltage is more, because of this cell current is circulated. Suppose wire voltage is more, wire send the current. Here galvanometer shows at this length these two made contact, no current is flowing. That indicates that this is called balance length. So at this balance length, what the voltage loss across the wire is equals to the cell voltage. So here EMF is equals to 1 meter length voltage loss is called potential gradient. Such L units length is equated. So potential gradient into L. Potential gradient is E naught into R plus RH plus R naught into L by capital L. Therefore, remaining all fixed. E is proportional to L. EMF is proportional to the balance length. More is the balance length, more is the EMF. Suppose this is replaced with another cell. Then in the same process balance length is found. Then its EMF is E dash, balance length is L dash. Take 1 by 2 or 2 by 1, what happened? 1 by 2 make E by E dash is equals to L by L dash. So L dash value submitted. L means when E is connected balance length. L dash means when E dash is connected in this place balance length is E dash, L dash. Therefore E by E dash is equals to L by L dash. By using this ratio you can estimate E greater or E dash greater, how much greater easily. This is the comparison. Sometimes sum and difference method is adopted. In this place, here one time E placed, removed, next E dash placed, those lengths placed, submitted here. But in one method that is called sum and difference method. In this method, first cell, second cell made to support one another. Now balance length is calculated. So E1 plus E2 is proportional to L. Next, one cell is reversed, means E1, E2 like this place supporting one another. Both positives are same direction sending current. Proportionately length is calculated, call it L. So E1 plus E2 is proportional to L. Suppose one cell is reversed, then one opposing the current another. Say E1 is a higher value, for example, current is circulating. Therefore E1 it is opposing, minus E2 is proportional to, now the experiment is conducted, balance length is find L dash. Therefore take the ratio 1 by 2, E1 by E2 is equals to, so E1 plus E2 by E1 minus E2 is equals to L by L dash. Take component dividend or cross multiply, you know component or dividend, so E1 by E2 is equals to L plus L dash by L minus L dash, or higher minus lower, simply it is higher minus lower, just the difference. Okay, therefore here what happens, two cells are supporting, L is the balance length, two cells are opposing, balance length is L dash. Then E1 by E2 formula, L plus L dash by L minus L dash. L means when supporting time, balance length. L dash means when they are opposing time, balance length. Like this. Okay. Next, finding internal resistance. Here one cell is taken. Here one cell is taken. It is having some internal resistance. We want to find its internal resistance. How to find? Okay, we have to find internal resistance. How to find? Here, first of all, E is the cell. Now, experiment is conducted. Balance length is find E proportional to balance length. Call it equation 1. E proportional to L. Now, what happens here? One resistance is taken. Your choice. You can take any value. One resistance is taken. It is connected and the switch is closed. When switch is closed, of course here may be one switch I didn't have, no need, already directly connected. K1 here, K2 switch is closed. What happened? Current is withdrawn from the cell. We have discussed already, cell is in, no current is drawing from the cell. Cell cathode anode fully equipped with the charged particles. High voltage will be available. That open circuit voltage called EMF. Previous case, what happens? Here, galvanometer showing 0 reading. At the time, balance length L is measured. So no current is passing means it is a open circuit voltage. Without drawing current, we are measuring its voltage. That voltage is called EMF. So voltmeter, potentiometer both are given. Which is preferred for measuring EMF means potentiometer. Voltmeter draws some current from it. That's why when draw some current means it is closed circuit. Closed circuit means it is a voltage or potential difference, not EMF. That's why for measuring EMF only potentiometer preferred. Okay, now our aim is now finding internal resistance. So internal resistance. Internal resistance here, what happens? First one cell is connected, balance length is calculated when galvanometer shows the 0 reading. That length is noted as L. So this voltage or EMF is proportional to balance length. Okay. Now here one external resistor is connected and switch is closed. When switch is closed, what happens? Current is drawn from the cell. Current is drawn here, what happens? Voltage drop down, PD will be available, not the EMF. Closed circuit happens. Therefore, here voltage is called V. It becomes less. That means balance length also decreases. This is called L2. Previously called it L1, now L2, for example. Therefore, now this voltage V is proportional to L2. Therefore, we take this ratio E by V is equals to L1 by L2. I take -1 both sides. So E by V -1 is equal to L1 by L2 -1. Keep like that, we shall see it. This is third equation. What we have done here, cell is taken, external resistance is not connected now, so open circuit voltage, high voltage will be available. This is called EMF. Now balance length is more will come. This is called L1. So here voltage is proportional to this balance length. Now external resistance R is connected. So current is drawn from the cell. Therefore voltage will fall down. That is closed circuit voltage. This is called V. V is proportional to L2. Therefore V is proportional to L2. Here also V available. I take the ratio of these two equations, E by V is equal to L1 by L2, and both sides I just subtracted -1. We shall see, both nothing wrong here. But here, this circuit alone you consider, it is the EMF, it is its internal resistance, it is external resistance. Some current is passing through it. It is the E, it is the R here in this case especially. Internal resistance do not appear for us, it is hiddenly present. Because of that voltage value less than the E. Okay. If there is no internal resistance, E and V both will be same, L1 L2 will be same comes, but not possible, internal resistance present. From this circuit, what happened here? E is equals to total current into total resistance, R plus R. Okay, so E is equals to, here current value I, voltage value V, resistance R. How these relations, I value this voltage by this resistance, I value V by R. Okay, you transfer this V this side, what happened? E by V is equals to, E by V is equals to R by R 1 plus R by R. Okay, transfer this one this side, what happens? E by V -1 is equals to small r by capital R. It is the fourth equation. So this cell is here, circuit is magnified, some internal resistance present, that we want to find, and here is the external resistance capital R. Across this V voltage present. So total EMF is equals to total current into total resistance. I is written as here voltage by here resistance. So V is taken to this side, it is divided with R, R by R1, R by capital R, E by V. This one is brought to this direction. So here in third equation, E by V -1, fourth equation, E by V -1. LHS are equal means RHS definitely will equal. Therefore, small r by equation 3 is equals to 4. So small r by capital R is equals to L1. Take LCM, L1 minus L2 by L2. So small r is equal to L1 minus L2 by L2 into capital R. This is the internal resistance. What do you mean L1? L1 means here is the balance length without external resistance. Without external resistance connected. Here what the E voltage applied, EMF, balance length L1. Now external resistance is connected in the circuit, that time balance length is L2. So L1 minus L2 by denominator L2, remember, by L2 into capital R. Okay. So some questions they will ask in potentiometer. What is the sensitivity? Sensitivity means you apply some voltage. Suppose here you apply 1.01 volt. Suppose balance length is km like this, L1. Now you apply 1.02 volts. Here in this cell 1.02 volts applied. Then balance length must increase. But if it is not sensitive, again same, almost same point will come. Then this potentiometer is said to be less sensitive. But small voltage change, suppose here greater is the difference in the length, here to here 0.1 volt different. Therefore, any small value also easily you can measure. That's why potential gradient, that is loss of potential per unit length, that is potential gradient. So potential gradient is equals to loss of voltage per unit length. So this voltage loss must be very small. Then what happens? So per unit length less voltage loss. So suppose a small difference of voltage comes, it is shown on greater length, easily to identify. For this purpose, what to do? Less potential gradient, more sensitivity. Potential gradient, you know, voltage into capital R by capital R plus small r naught plus RH plus into 1 by L. So RR cancels, R not negligible. RH must be increased, or length must be increased, then potential gradient will decrease. Means sensitivity more. Small voltage difference also shown on the large length, easily to identify. That's why series resistance must be increased. More is the resistance. So 1 by R value, less is the potential gradient. Means sensitivity increases. Sensitivity increases. Less is the potential gradient, more is the sensitivity. How will you increase the sensitivity? By increasing the resistance of the rheostat, or this potentiometer length 10 meters, so 11 meters, so 12 meters, so that's why that much long length wire is taken. Sometimes one more question they will give. Suppose this thickness of the wire is doubled, what happened to the sensitivity? Here we have no relation with this radius. That's why radius doubled, tripled, made half, we don't bother. Okay, here how much is the resistance will change, that much is the here denominator change, both will get cancelled. That's why wire resistance doubled, here wire thickness doubled, made half, that one do not influence the sensitivity. Only sensitivity will change with the rheostat resistance increase or length of the wire increase, then only sensitivity will increase. So sensitivity directly proportional to the sensitivity directly proportional to length of the wire and rheostat resistance. So which will you prefer for voltage EMF measurement? Definitely it's potentiometer we prefer, not the voltmeter. Okay, this is the concept of the rheostat. Almost today there will be no exam for you. Tomorrow exam will be conducted. I shall send one assignment, that one also solve. Okay, give thumbs up, don't forget. Bye.